Go. Come on. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
What up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Ah, my goodness gracious. So anyways, I think this is the way for, the LeBron fans to counter back, because lately their king has been getting cooked from east to west, north to south, back from the east, back from the west, down to the south, down to the north, to the middle, to the side, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Oh yeah, you get the point. I better talk quickly and get to the point, because if I don't get to the point in my video, one of these punk ass, let me stop myself from saying that word. Some of these punk asses is gonna get mad. But anyways, I think the one way for the LeBron fans to counter their king, Lord and Savior and boyfriend from getting burned and getting cooked on these YouTube streets is to say something stupid. I think they're trying to bait us into rage bait, because they said some of the dumbest stuff and they can't back it up. And I know they can't back it up because they never come with anything back with it. And what am I talking about? So one way for these LeBums to counter, their king getting cooked on these YouTube streets, to say something stupid like, I don't care. LeBron's still better than Kobe. And they can't back that up. I think everybody and their mama know, with a working brain, with a realistic brain, know that is not true. But when you ask these guys why, they can't explain it. Or they say something like this. This is what they'll say. Well, he scored over 40,000 points. Okay, that does not explain to me that what makes Kobe better than LeBron. I mean, LeBron better than Kobe. They can't explain that. Because they can't explain it. Because they got nothing else to back it up to. And one of the things I always hear when they do try to explain it, well, LeBron's a better scorer. Okay. How? Because when I see Kobe score, Kobe got a whole bag. Had a whole bag. 5 different ways to score. And also, I think they're weird way in saying LeBron's better than Jordan. They just don't want to come out and say it because they know they're gonna get cooked. And I think in their mind they won't get cooked for saying LeBron's better than Kobe, even though they still going to get cooked for saying that. But they have no reasons, no logic behind what they say. They can't explain it. Now, another one they will say, Kobe never passed the ball. Kobe's field goal percentage. Well, if you're the main focal point of the team, the main scorer of the team, that's most likely going to happen. But hasn't LeBron surpassed Kobe in missed shots already? Has he passed Kobe in turnovers and so many other stuff I can't think off the top of my head right now? But then they always lean to moving the goalposts by saying LeBron played for 20 years. But also don't take into account all the freebies this balding bum has had since he's been in the league. How many times they changed the rules to make scoring easier. They forget about that. They don't take into account of that. And basketball is not about scoring. See, they always try to go back to Kobe had Shaq, even though there's plenty of studies, plenty of research that has been done to qualify as that being a false narrative. Because in that case, if Shaq did all the work, we seen Shaq be the focal point on a team. That was in the Magic, and it didn't work out. See, the problem with Shaq, he's great. Probably a top 10 center of all time. Now, probably he is a top 10 center of all time. But if you watch those NBA finals, all three, you realize that no Kobe, no rings for Shaq. So you can't really say Shaq was carrying Kobe when Kobe was averaging 30 points a game in the finals. And then you bust him with that logic. Now they try to say Paul Gasol is better than Kobe, or Paul Gasol should have won Finals MVP. Well, I know one thing. Paul Gasol taking the Lakers to 3 finals runs, winning 2 of them. We know that's not going to happen and never would happen because Paul Gasol had his chance in being top dog in Memphis, and it didn't work out. Paul Gasol was good, but he ain't leading no team to no NBA Finals back-to-back years. It's just not going to happen. And yes, Paul Gasol did go to the playoffs after he left the Lakers. He went to the playoffs with, I think, the Bulls, and I think he went with the Spurs, but by the time he got to the Spurs, he was pretty much done. And I think he even went back to the playoffs with the Bucks. That 1 year he spent with the Bucks before going overseas and playing over there. But they can't beat that. They can't beat that narrative. Because I think Kobe has the record for beating the most 50-plus win teams in the playoffs. So, and to tell you the truth about the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, that really wasn't a super team. Maybe you might say, I can't even really say the 04 finals run was really a super team. That wasn't Karl Malone and Gary Payton at their prime. That was Karl Malone and Gary Payton old as hell by that time. Karl Malone was about 40, 41. Gary Payton was about, he was getting up there. He was getting close to 40. That wasn't the same Gary Payton and Karl Malone from 10 years before, 15 years before that. So, nah. Miss me with that one. It didn't work out. Now, if they was younger, maybe, that finals would have been different. But Tayshaun Prince, problem with Kobe, I would say it's a problem, but one of the ways you get to Kobe, you got to put long defenders on him. Long armored defenders on him, like Tayshaun Prince and even Tony Allen and old boy, I can't think of the first time he went to the finals and played each other. I forgot his name. Was it James Posey? Yeah, it was James Posey, wasn't it? Yeah, you got to put defenders on him. That makes it difficult. Kobe still don't get hit, but it slows him down, makes it difficult. See, Kobe never really shut down in the NBA Finals when he needed the most. He did hit that game winner to win the one game he won in 04. But Kobe was never scoring 8 points in a finals game and averaging 17.8 points. Nah. Kobe never disappeared. Kobe never passed the ball in tough decisions and late in games. Kobe didn't cheat the game. Kobe had that mentality to go out there and get it. No excuses. Yes, what was it, the 06, 07, 07 playoffs, I think it might have been? Yeah, he may have had his time there or whatever happened there. But the man wasn't asking for people to come to his team. And everybody wants to go, oh, Kobe wouldn't be traded away for the Lakers. No, it was called bluffing, getting what you wanted, because they weren't giving him what he wanted. After Shaq left, they pretty much didn't have the pieces to win, to go far. Yes, there was a playoff team those years, but they just was not good enough to compete with people like the Suns and the Spurs and even the Mavericks at the time. They weren't good or better than those teams. Kobe can't do it all, and nobody can do it all. So I don't know why they keep trying to use that as a narrative too. Like when they say, Michael Jordan had Pippen. True. He couldn't win without Pippen, and Pippen couldn't win without him. Nobody can win by themselves like that. There's always going to be a number two. Even with the 75 Golden State Warriors, there still was a number two with Rick Barry. And that was Jamal Wilkes. And that was it. That was it. They had nothing else after that. There was no super team. See, your boy LeBron, LeDon fans, need everybody. He need like I always say, the Avengers, the Justice League, Super Saiyans, the Galactic Empire, the Rebels Alliance, just to compete. And he did this in the weakest East. And probably why the East was the weakest because they took everybody. Take Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh from Toronto. Well, I would say take Dwayne Wade. It was Dwayne Wade's team. But you take Chris Bosh and leave LeBron out of Cleveland. They go to Miami. Of course, it's not going to be competitive anymore. You only had 1-2 teams that was really competitive with him. And that was the Indiana Pacers and the Brooklyn Nets, an older Brooklyn Nets team with, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. He had all the talent in the East on his team. And only won 2 out of 4 times. If it wasn't for Dwayne Wade in 2011, they probably would have got swept. Because he certainly didn't do anything. You got locked up by J.J. Barea. Is Kobe getting locked up by J.J. Barea? No. Mentalities are different. Kobe was always to go out there and get it. LeBron's just full of excuses. And there's so many other different ways. Footwork is way better. Shooting is way better. Free throw percentage is way better. Of course, he got more wins. Less L's in the finals. Play defense on both sides of the ball. Even in his older age. They always bring up this stupid thing Kobe's last few years with the Lakers. Bring up some stupid narrative that don't make any sense. Kobe took all the money, that type of dumb crap. Well, the Lakers got smart this time around. They realized, we got this Asian balding ass bastard on our team. We got to do something quick. All right, let's get Luka Doncic over here. Yeah. We got to build for our future. But then again, after they did it, they got Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, all these young Julius Randle, as he's on the TV right now with Jimmy Fallon of all people. But anyways, I guess it's some interview on NBC. But they had all them people. And LeBron just comes in there and just drills it. Now, I bet you the Lakers front office, if they had to do it all over again, they'd be like, no, we ain't, no. We'll get Anthony Davis instead. No, leave LeBron to his own device. Hey, don't come here. But they had no choice. He signed as a free agent. But I know they were like, if we had to do it again, we'll find a way for him not to come over to our team and ruin it. And lastly, I had never seen Kobe do what LeBron's doing right now. A total hissy fit. So there's many things else I can say about this whole thing, but I explained my reasons why Kobe was better. Last two championships was no super team. Technically, he never really played on the super team. It was Kobe, and it was him and Shaq were good role players. Yeah, him and Paul Gasol were good role players, and older Ron Artest and Lamar Odom. And got 2 finals ships out of that. So, yeah, miss me with all that freaking. Oh man, these guys are freaking ridiculous, man. This fan base is probably one of the most dumbest fan bases I've ever seen in my life. Rage bait or not, they just don't make any sense. All their arguments can be debunked, defeated, squashed, thrown in the garbage can, thrown back in their face, crapped on. But this is their only way to win. Say stupid stuff like this. But it just leads to more defeats. There's too many of us that seen both of these guys play at the same time. I watched the Pelicans win their first game. There's just too much. Accept it. Your fate. Run from it. It's all the same. You cannot run from destiny. You cannot run from these facts. And these idiots probably weren't even alive for Kobe's first 3 rings. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm done. It's too easy. A caveman can do it.